Dan Senor is a former senior advisor to Paul Ryan and Mitt Romney in the 2012 presidential campaign. He's been talking with Republican members of Congress about the president's immigration push. Dan, good morning.
Good morning.
Push, a good thing, this immigration focus?
Well, I think you got to strip these issues apart. I think the caravan issue does raise legitimate policy issues. I mean, regardless of how it's been hyped. The reality is, if you look what's happened in Europe, where you've had this massive migration crisis, millions of people coming in, and no real effort to stop it, it's completely unsettled European politics. Merkel just stepped down, or announced that she's stepping down in Germany, in part because of the politics of this.
So stepping down from her party.
From her party, right, which means she won't be able to run again. So the idea that we should have a serious policy to make sure that that doesn't happen here is legitimate. When thousands of people seem to be coming to the U.S., we need some kind of policy. My impression is, from a policy standpoint, that's legitimate, and politically it's good. Where I think where the president went too far is on this birthright citizenship issue, for several reasons. One, what he's proposing is unconstitutional. Two, he said, sort of in a flip way, not coordinated with anyone in the congressional leadership, I'll just do this by executive order, in a response to a question from a reporter that seemed to be goading him a little bit, and it just conveyed chaos. And I think the biggest risk to the Republicans heading into these midterms is not the president's policy agenda, but is conveying chaos. And the way he's been handling some of the immigration issue reinforces chaos.
What do you make of his attack on House Speaker Paul Ryan as it pertains to the birthright issue?
So Ryan had been campaigning. So basically, I think there's a very good chance Republicans are going to hang on to the Senate or pick up a seat. I also think there's a very good chance that the Republicans are going to lose the House. And if they lose the House, they're going to lose districts in New York State, in New Jersey, in California, in suburban Virginia. And in these districts, which are basically suburban districts, middle class, upper middle class districts, talking about a chaotic executive order to unearth a constitutional guarantee about birthright citizenship does not play well. And Ryan was in one of those districts when he was giving the interview, when he responded to what the president said. Ryan both believes it's a mistake to pursue that policy,
yes.
and B, he thinks it's bad for the members whose seats he's trying to save. Ryan's in the middle of this 25-city tour right now, trying to hang on to the Republican majority. So he had to respond. The president punched back. I think that's where it ends. And the only reason it ends there is because the two of them basically have a good working relationship, so neither wants to escalate. But more importantly, the flurry of news events. I mean, I wake up every day. I don't know about you guys.
Yes.
But like 8:30, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's just so much going on. I thought to myself, we've got 5 days left before midterms. My math is like that's about 34 tweets. If you do 5-6 tweets a day from the president. So we're in this constant flurry, and this little skirmish with Ryan just won't
So you're
dominate.
saying no big deal.
Yeah, but he tweets more over the weekend, so we could see more tweets.
All right, that's it. Dan Senor, thanks so much.
You guys.